Hey everybody, welcome to the 14 Percenters July unboxing. My name is Barbara and I am the founder of the 14 Percenters. I am a former tradeswoman, former superintendent, former operations director. Now I speak on stages across the nation trying to get more women into this industry, more women promoted into the ranks of leadership, and more women feeling like they truly belong in this industry. And that is exactly what the 14 Percenters box is all about. It's about a real sense of belonging. Because women make up less than 14% of our industry right now. Tradeswomen make up less than 4% of our tradespeople. So when you're that small of a minority in this enormous industry, it can sometimes feel hard to belong. And so my hope is every time that you receive your 14 Percenters box, that you open it up and you are just like, somebody gets me. I do belong here. I am making a difference, because you are. You are making a difference not only for yourself, but you are forging paths for future women in this industry. If you're anything like me, I stumbled into the industry. I never would have just found it. And it's amazing. I mean, I love this industry. So anyway, I'd like to dive into the 14 Percenters box. So these are quarterly boxes, so they're kind of seasonal themed, at least on this first year. So the July box is what we're going to go through today. It shipped out to all of the subscribers the first week in July. And at this point, everyone has received their box, except two of you, Tammy and Patty. I'm so sorry you don't have your boxes yet. Tammy, being in Alaska, I've really got to figure out a way to get the stuff to her sooner so she's not the last person to receive it every time, but I'm going to keep working on that. So every box has items from 4 components: growth, empowerment, femininity, and of course construction. So during this live unboxing, I'm going to go through each of the items. I'm going to not only tell you what they are, I mean, if you got the box, you know what they are, but I want you to understand why they were chosen and how you can really utilize them in your life. So, without further ado, let's do this. All right, the very first item is going to be the growth component, and that is this notebook. So when I started the 14 Percenters, I wanted it to have a growth component for either career growth or personal growth. I wanted each box to give you something that would help you grow in your life. And initially, I thought that that would always be a book. I am not a book reader. I am a book listener, but I love the idea of having a book, and I like seeing them on the shelf. And I thought, if people get 4 books a year, surely they can get through 4 books. Ladies, many of you have told me that you love the idea of the books and you're not getting through them. We're all busy. I get it. So I thought, okay, what do I do? If I'm not going to include a book, what am I going to include? And one of my dear friends and subscriber, Amber, she said, what about a notebook? And I loved the idea. And then, of course, I got with my mastermind, Cheryl Hammondtree, who helps me with all of my design stuff. And I said, how can we make a really useful notebook? And so that's what came out of that. So this notebook, Off-Grid Goals, every page, it's a grid. It's grid paper with the slogan at the top: breaking ground, challenging norms, shattering ceilings. But there's a challenge on the front. But more than the challenge on the front for how you can use this notebook, what I'm going to be doing is every so often, I'm going to send you, the subscribers, an email with a new challenge. And the first challenge that I am going to send to you is right now. What I want you to do with this notebook, I want you to think about, what do you want to be different in your work life by the end of the year? What do you want to be different in your work life by the end of the year? Do you want to be putting in less hours? Do you want to be moving toward that promotion? Do you want to be in a better spot with someone that you work with, for, or that works for you? I want you to think about, what is that something? Because we're halfway through. Can you believe it? We're halfway through 2025. I want you to think about, what do you want to be different? And I want you to use this notepad to figure that out. work your way through it. So with the notepad though, you will also notice you got a pen and this holder thing. Okay, as silly as this is, I want you to understand why you have these. So the pen is a felt tip pen, and that's just because I am a huge lover of felt tip pens, and you didn't all get the same color, and they all have a little empowerment phrase on them. This one says, "You got this." But the little thingy, the little doohickey that came with it, I found these about a year ago, and I love them. It just has a sticky thing on the back of it, and you can stick it to the back of your Remarkable, your iPad, your notebook, whatever, and that way you always have your pen attached. You're not digging in your bag, you're not digging through your desk to find the pen that you want. You can always have that pen stuck to it. You can get these on Amazon. They come in packages of 5, but that's why you got that. Okay, let's move on to my very favorite item in the box, and that is the Sherpani bag. So if you weren't familiar with Sherpani prior to this box, I hope you are loving this. So this is a woman-owned brand. The woman that owns it designs these bags in Boulder, Colorado. So shout out to my Colorado subscribers. But these bags, okay, one of the things, I'm probably going to go way more into this bag than you actually want me to, but I have decided I'm obsessed. I took this bag with me to Puerto Rico last week. I think I wore it almost 24/7, and every day I felt like I was like, oh, I didn't think about it. I could use it for this. I can do this with it. So one thing I love about it is how many pockets it has. It has a front pocket, it has inside pocket, it has an inside pocket, and it has a back pocket. Like, you can actually keep things separate. The sunscreen went in the back for me, and then the phone went in the front. I mean, when you get my age, the glasses are a real thing. I needed my readers, and I needed my sunglasses. So switching between those makes this awesome. But something else I love about this bag, and I am just going to grab mine, and it's probably a little dirty because of everything it went through last week. But this bag it's a crossbody bag, front, back. It's a hip pack bag. However you want to wear it. It can be just a regular shoulder strap bag, but it also has this little handle on the top of it, which I'll show you in a minute what I tend to do with this handle most of the time. But you can wear it so many different ways, and when I was hiking in the National Forest a couple days ago, it was perfect. You know, as I'm literally sliding down part of a waterfall and the rocks and going through the trees, I mean, this thing was super durable. This is going to be durable on job sites when you're walking as well. So keep that in mind. Something else I realized I hadn't thought about on this bag was on the front pocket, there is also this little clip that hangs off of it. And silly as this may sound, it's so well designed that you can actually close this, keep everything secure in here, and still have the clip hanging off the side. So what I use the clip for is, after I had been on the hike for a while, I did take my hat off, and so granted, this hat is what I was wearing, but not this exact hat. My exact hat happens to be in the washing machine because it got really dirty. But having this clip on the bag, just being able to tie my hat to it so I didn't have to carry it with me when I was done wearing it and I didn't need it to protect my face from the sun, it was amazing. I cannot tell you enough good things about this bag. It's just absolutely amazing, and I hope that you get really good use out of it the way that I have mine. This is one of the items that you got a choice on this past quarter. So I sent out the email and said, hey, if you get one of these bags, would you prefer a pattern, a solid in a light color, or a solid in a dark color? And you guys got an option to choose. If you're not getting the emails, please email me at thecrew@14percenters.com, and we will see why you're not getting the emails. But most of you sent in your selections, and I love that. What I also love is that I know so many of you, not only personally, because I've met you in person, but from following you and seeing you on social media. And so it's fun, like if you didn't submit one, that I got to sit there and think, okay, which one do I think they would like? Well, and there was one subscriber in particular who submitted and said she wanted a pattern, but I know her well enough to know that this wasn't her color palette and she probably wasn't going to love it. So I texted her, I said, hey, would you be okay if I changed your selection? And when she got her box, she texted me and said, you totally made the right decision. I love the one that you chose for me. So I love that I get to know you guys and can kind of really personalize what I send to you. But in case this is the one that you got, I want you to see the other ones. This was one, and then the light colored Sherpani bag was this one. So I don't remember the colors of what they call it on Sherpani, but you'll be able to find it. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't need a couple of these. Okay, so that is the Sherpani bag, my favorite item that was in this particular box. Okay, inside the bag, I'm hoping that you realized that there was stuff inside the bag, so let's open the bag. What was inside the bag was really meant for you to think about when you have to visit a job site during your day. Maybe you work on a job site all day as a tradeswoman, or maybe as a project manager, pre-construction, whatever, and you're in the trailer and you walk out on the job site every day. But especially this time of year, we don't always look the same when we leave a job site the way the guys do. I mean, the guys can put on a hard hat and wipe their face when they leave and take their hard hat off, and they kind of look the same. And I don't know about you guys, but many times when I left the job site at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I could presentably go somewhere, especially in the middle of July. So a couple of things that were in the bag for you. One, you found this bag of deodorant towelettes. This may seem silly, but I want you to bear with me for a second. So I spent 20 years in the field. 20 years starting out as a union carpenter. So I worked my butt off, like physically, and I would need to run errands after work. And I don't know if you guys have had the same experience, but even if you try to keep deodorant in your car, so much of the time, at least here in Kansas City, that deodorant is melted at the end of the day. It's gross. You don't actually want to put it on. You don't actually feel better after you use it. And when I found these deodorant eco wipes, I thought these are perfect. You can stash these in your bag, in your glove compartment, wherever you want. And this week when I was in San Juan, Puerto Rico, these were perfect for that as well. Just a quick fresh up before you head out, before you head home. And of course, not just for the job site. Maybe these are as you're watching your kids' soccer game or whatever it is that you're doing outside this summer. So I hope that you love these. These are super easy to get your hands on. You can find them on Amazon, but you got 3 different scents. I know scents can be different for different people, and hopefully you found at least one of these scents that you really like, and you'll be throwing these in your glove box or in the bottom of your bag. All right, the other thing that was inside was these matte G sticks from Sway. So Sway is a woman-owned company that makes beauty products for women. But I will tell you, I was a little disappointed, these, not in the sheets themselves, not in these blotting sheets themselves, but these were supposed to come in a pre-packaged dispenser for you, which was super cool, and she unfortunately is no longer able to get the dispenser. So you got the roll. But what I want you to know about these rolls is it is a roll, because how many times you use blotting sheets to, you know, take away that shine after you leave a job site at the end of the day, whenever, and maybe you need 2, maybe you need 3 sheets, whatever. This is a roll. You get to tear off as much as you want, and if she gets those dispensers back in stock, these are refills, so you can continue to refill. But I thought these were such a great idea. Once again, when you're leaving the job site, maybe to go back to the office, maybe to run errands at the end of the day, I think these are fantastic. So I hope you really enjoy these, and they actually come in 3 different colors. I don't know if they have a different scent to them or if they're just different colors. So anyway, this is a woman-owned company here out of California. So shout out also to my subscribers in California. I know I've got many of you out there. Love you guys too. Okay, so also on the bag, you may have seen this. I don't know if you took it out of the holder or not, but it is actually sun balm. It's not a cheap version of sunscreen for your lips. It is sun balm. It is an SPF 30. Fun fact about me, when I was 12 years old, I burnt my lips so badly one weekend on the lake that I could not touch my lips together. Like, they were blistered. And so I've been a huge advocate for lip sunscreen since I was a kid. But once again, many times the lip sunscreen that we have and we keep in our cars, it melts. So once again, gross and not feeling useful when you actually need it. This does not melt in my car. I can't promise that it won't melt in yours. I don't know what temperature you're at, but I hope that it doesn't melt in yours either. I hope that you love this, this sun balm. And then of course you got the little holder. There were a bunch of different colors. I tried to coordinate them with the bag that you got, but I mean, who wants to dig in the bottom of your bag for your sunscreen? So it can be connected once again to the fantastic Sherpani bag. Okay, let's move to the construction item. So this time you actually got 2 construction items. When I started the 14 percenters, the first and foremost thing that I wanted to make sure was included in every box is something that we always get in the guy's fit, the guy's size, the guy's style. But I want it to be in our fit, our size, our style. And so every box has something construction related, and this box has 2. The first one being the safety glasses. Let me dig these out here. If you are an OG subscriber, you got these safety glasses in the very first box, but you got the clear version because we were going into winter. These are the indoor-outdoor version. These are Pyramex Mini Z-Tex. These actually fit my face. Granted, we don't all have the same size face, but I can tell you after 30 years in this industry, when I put these on my face for the first time, I was thinking, oh my gosh, these actually fit my face. And so you now have them, if you're an OG, you have them in clear and you have them in the indoor-outdoor. And this time I got you a little colorful bag to put them in so you don't have to open each bag to see which is which. Your original clears came in a gray, and then the indoor-outdoors are in the colored bag. Okay. But this is not the construction item that I am most excited about this quarter. You may not have even realized this was a construction item, but it's the boho bandeau. So why is this a construction item? I don't know about you, and for those tradeswomen that are watching this, I never liked the feel of a hard hat on my forehead. It just felt gross and sticky and dirty. So I always liked to have a bandana. I always wore a bandana underneath my hard hat 100% of the time, all year round. What I love about this is it's not your typical bandana. And yes, I'm having to undo this one. I would have pulled mine out to show you mine, but my friend stole it from me when we were hiking this weekend because it is awesome. But on this packaging, you will see that it shows you a million different ways that you can wear this. But let me show you. Well, okay, see, right now. That is what I also do with the clip. But this, take a minute while you get to see my gross hair today. What I love about this, whether it's a hard hat or whether it is a ball cap, you can immediately put this on. You don't have to tie it, you don't have to untie it. It is literally just that easy to slide on underneath your hard hat. But, ladies, what's even better about this is that when you leave the job site and you're used to that hard hat hair, yeah, you're getting to see this mess right now. This can be so cute and kind of hide that hard hat hair. Depending on how you choose to wear it. Now, I can go back to the office, I can go run my errands, I don't have to put on a hat. I have a cute little bandana on my head. So yeah, it is construction related. Maybe you wouldn't have thought of it being construction, but it absolutely is. And I hope that you love it. And if you're looking at this thinking, I didn't get that one, it's because I can't help myself but to color coordinate. So with there being 3 different bags, there were also 3 different bandeau colors. Where are they? So this one, if you got this bag, this one went with this one. If you got this bag, you got the green. And then if you got the lighter color, you got this one that has some bigger flowers and a little more neutral tone. So yes, these are great. The fabric's fantastic. It's super breathable. I hope that you love them. I hope that you'll wear them. If it's not something that you would typically wear, I encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone because I felt the same way. I thought they were super cute, but I didn't think they'd be super cute on me. And as soon as I got mine, I loved it. I have worn it out actually working when I was doing a church service project outside one day. I'm pretty sure it was the hottest day of the year and there was no shade. It was amazing underneath my hat. I have just worn it to the store when I didn't want to take the time to fix my hair and I didn't want to throw on a ball cap. So I hope that you love this bandeau and that you understand why I consider it a construction related item. Okay, let me see, what's next? Oh, inserts. Okay, so this month and every quarter, there is a member spotlight. I love our member spotlights. As a reminder, in the 14 percenters, you have to nominate yourself. We are so good at nominating the other women in our lives for the amazing things that we are doing, but part of the purpose behind this box is personal growth as well. And so I want you nominating yourselves to say, yes, I deserve to be a member spotlight because you do. So you'll see the link in my emails that you get that you can nominate yourself. Sharon Halpert, who is the owner of Halpert Life Safety, is our member spotlight. But if you're a subscriber, you also got my email that said, oops, the quote on here isn't her quote. I copied and pasted from a previous one, and so in the email you have her real quote, and I talked to Sharon about that. She was totally okay with it and thought it was funny. But yeah, so I messed that up. That's what happens occasionally. But on the back of the member spotlight card this time, since Sharon owns her company, she has offered a couple of discounts for you through her company. So if life safety, if fire safety is something, fire stopping is something you would like to learn more about, she has some great courses. Especially if you are in the field, and I know for me as a superintendent, fire safing and fire stopping is one of those things that I always thought, like, I get it, but I don't know the details. And then an inspector would come out and say, well, that's not right. And I didn't really understand it. Her courses actually offer that clear understanding, and they're super easy to look through virtually. So I hope that you'll take advantage of the offer that she has extended to the subscribers this quarter. What else is inside the box? This is the first time I've done this, so I would love to hear if you loved it or if it really wasn't helpful for you. But this time I included a product spotlight. I wanted to make sure that you knew a little about each of the products ahead of time and have access to links if you want to go buy another one or gift another one to someone else. And then in the bottom, there's a QR code that you can actually go. It'll take you to the same page online, and you can actually click the links so you don't have to type them in. I hope that you found this useful, but I really would like to know if you liked having this product spotlight card. Okay, If you are a new member, you always get my welcome card with a little message on it to say welcome to the 14 percenters. So I hope that for the new subscribers this quarter that you really appreciated that note as well. Okay, so wrapping it up with some exciting things that are coming up. First, we are going to have our first ever 14 percenters virtual happy hour. It is going to be in August. I will send out an email once the renewals come through on August 1st, and then new people, you get to start signing up after August 1st as well. Once we have that going, I will send out an invite, and you will want to register ahead of time because you will be getting something in the mail for that particular happy hour. The second thing is that I have a new website coming out. So the new website, give me another week or so, but you are actually going to be able to have an opportunity to buy any leftover product that may be from previous boxes. So like this particular box, I actually have, I want to say 3 of these boxes left over. So those will even be for sale on the website if you didn't get one this time. So I'm really excited about that, and I'll send out an announcement when the new website is up and running. The last thing that I want to say to you today is that with this being a quarterly box, and the first box went out last October, that means the next box goes out this October. And that makes it the anniversary box. Where I'm sitting right now, I can see some of the items that are going to be in that box, and I am so excited for you to get the anniversary box. It's going to be really special. I have gotten a couple amazing vendors who said, yes, please, can we please be in the anniversary box? And I cannot wait for you to get it. So, okay, I think that's it. I think that's all my announcements. I hope that you love the January box. I do hope that you love the January box, but I really hope that you love the July box. I hope that if you are not yet a subscriber, you will join the wait list so that you can be the first to know when the next box goes on sale. So with that, I hope everyone has an amazing week.